Welcome back to Boost and Reviewed.
You held that for so long.
I know. I have a magic power. I was driving with Jess, my friend Jess, to Delaware, and there's like a bridge, a tunnel.
Yep.
And I held my breath for the whole thing.
Oh my fucking God.
It's a magic power. Boost and Reviewed! Happy Memorial Day. It's not Memorial Day when this happens, but this is uploaded.
Oh, well,
we're recording on Memorial Day.
On Memorial Day, yes.
Were you going to say something?
I was, before you fucking just jumped down my throat. I was going to say, I don't understand how you're so awake right now. We just spent all day outside.
I know. We were together today in human form.
I know.
It's crazy.
I was just talking to Josh. The last time I think I saw you in person was when we had our movie night, when Mike came over.
Yeah, and that's the last time we recorded the podcast. Because we did it before. Yeah, we did it before. That's when we drank Snoop Dogg wine.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's been months.
Yeah, it's been months. I'm so
Guys,
sorry.
Danielle,
Neglecting our friendship. I'm sorry. But we celebrated our friendship today, and we got to see Lauren in person too, which is so great.
We should have celebrated your 42nd birthday today.
Oh my God.
With candles and like one of those over the hill.
I wish I could end the call. I like this bit because no one will ever know my actual age.
You can DM me, I'll tell you.
No, don't tell. She'll be like, it's actually 42. Don't let her lie to you.
It is 42. She just looks really good for her age.
Yeah, I'm freaking hot.
That's going to be a clip.
Yep, sure is.
I'm freaking hot.
And then it's going to be, that's going to be the face. That's the pod, you know how I do a still?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be it. All right.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
To episode 11.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm pretty happy because I got to see you today.
I wish I could say the same. Wow. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This is how she is. She complimented me this weekend because I had a wedding, and I Snapchatted her a picture of me, and she said, "You look so pretty in that dress," and I said, "Was that a compliment?" This is our relationship.
I can't even defend myself after what I just said, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's the normal. That's why I was shocked when she said I looked pretty.
Yeah, and you showed me a picture today, and you were like, "Do I look bad in this?" And I was like, "No, shut up. You look fine, ugly." Is what it
you
is.
Look bad, ugly. I mean, you look good, ugly.
You get used to it after a while. Danielle can put up with it, so.
Yeah, it's fine. It's because I know I'm ugly. Anyway.
God damn it.
Oh, just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm a little tired, but
we'll get this done quick and
no, it's fine.
Snappy.
We just spent all day outside. And
we had intense games of Can Jam.
Oh my God, we did. And we tried some new alcohol, Segway, maybe.
We tried some new alcohol. Alcohol of Boost and Review.
But so earlier today, off camera, we tried the Truly poolside. Yeah, I think that's what they're called. The Truly
the summer ones.
The new ones.
Yeah.
And we're trying something different here. So here's a quick little review. What did you think overall about the drinks? Yes.
I liked the orange ones. They were like pina colada ones. I liked that one the best, and then there was a peach flavor one. That one was the best. The other two, they're better than some of the Trulies that we've tried though.
Yes, the mojito one is gross.
Yeah, the mojito one is they always do it. They always do one flavor that tastes like ass cheeks.
I think if you like mojitos, you would like that. I don't like mojitos, and I don't think Danielle does.
I like mojitos though, and I don't think they're as minty as they made it. So it's got very mint. It's very, very.
It was very strong.
Yeah,
it's very strong mint. I can agree. I think I didn't really care for the pina colada, but I would drink it if I had to.
Yeah, it tastes like suntan lotion, and if you don't like that, I love that. I love that so much. It tastes like like you're on a beach. Like
I went inside as Danielle's trying them, and I hear through the window, "Oh my gosh, this tastes really good. It tastes like sunscreen." And I was like, "What?
you like that?
What?" And then you're like, "Yeah, this one's my favorite. I can drink this
I like
sunscreen."
that, but that's like what Coke and rum Malibu tastes like to me. It tastes like suntan lotion. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
When in your life have you ever
Oh, I've
ingested?
never. It's the smell. It tastes like the smell. Okay, somebody's gonna understand what I mean,
I'm
and
sure they will.
you tell her in the comments. Like, have you ever tasted something that tastes like the smell of something?
Yes, I know what you're talking about, but I don't think I've ever, because I like Malibu,
Oh, you just don't get that? Okay.
but I don't drink Malibu and Coke.
What do you mix your Malibu with?
Pineapple juice.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you put Coke with it, it's a very, I don't know, it's just a different. Because
Interesting.
I should start doing that though, because freaking that's probably freaking a good jam. Pineapple and Malibu, let's go.
It's
I
very
usually,
fruit. It's very sweet though.
yeah.
Like it kind of
Well,
hurts my stomach after a while.
yeah. If you drink a lot of those, you're puking.
You're fucking puking.
You're puking. I usually do cranberry, pineapple, and vodka.
That's not bad.
It's tasty.
That's not bad.
Anyways,
So now, on the subject of all the alcohol that we've ingested in our lifetimes, since Danielle was very busy this month, I decided that I was going to pick out something new, and we're just gonna keep our fingers crossed. So, what we have,
you keep going.
what we have are the Vizzy watermelon. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Watermelon hard seltzers. So I don't know if you can see that. It's that one. This one's passion fruit watermelon. Danielle has mango watermelon. There is blueberry watermelon and kiwi watermelon. So we have these 4 to try. I think Josh may come in to try them, and Mike may.
Yeah,
maybe.
Mike might. He might. Yeah.
So which one do you want to start with first? What were you going to say?
Well, so we had our friend Lauren today taste test 1. The one that I was nervous about, because we all know how much I love watermelon tasting things.
Okay, can we just let it be known that I don't bully Danielle to drink these watermelon things?
No, she gave me choices. She gave me choices, and I said, fuck it, just get it. Just get the watermelon.
I was very excited for the watermelon. It was between the watermelon and the lemonade. But truly lemonades are very, very, very sweet, and I thought that those might be the same. So that's why I figured watermelon, and they had no cucumber, no melon, whatever.
Yeah. And I think they probably are going to be just fine. It's just that, like, it's just the, PTSD from having the other watermelon.
Of course. I understand. I completely understand.
So
I just don't want people to think that I bully you into only drinking watermelon.
No, she does that. She only bullies me when she wants to call me ugly, so it's fine. So this one we had Lauren try, and she said it was good. And Josh tried this one too before we came on camera and said that it was tasty.
So you want to start with this one?
Let's taste this
one.
All
right.
Okay. ASMR. Oh, yours had a way better sounding one.
I don't really like the smell of that, but it's not bad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
all right. I'm going to wait for your...
Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. The aftertaste is a little weird.
You just thought about it, though. Okay.
It's not bad. You definitely get kiwi. And it's not too sweet. I don't think it's too sweet.
I don't think it's too sweet either.
It's actually really tasty.
Okay,
it's
this
very
one's good.
Kiwi. Okay.
I don't get the... Well, you're right, actually.
I get mild,
the kiwi
but you
aftertaste.
Get it. Yeah, it's aftertaste. I'm just going to open all of these. So I don't have to
okay, so which one do you want to do next?
I don't care. I'm just going to open them. I have fake nails right now, and they're hard to open the can.
I want to do passion fruit because I feel like I'm not going to like it.
The smell is off-putting for the 2 that we just tried. Yeah. It smells like cantaloupe. Okay, that's not bad either.
No, that's not bad at all.
It doesn't... I don't even know what passion fruit actually tastes like, but
No, I think when I just took a sip of it, I was like, what am I tasting?
it almost tastes like fruit cocktail.
It tastes like the juice
Yeah.
that you drink out of a
Yeah.
fruit cocktail.
Yeah.
Danielle with the nose.
The nose. Huh.
Because
What the heck? Do you
So
with
you
the
know-
nose?
No. So you know when you have a good like nose for
Yeah,
smelling and tasting and stuff,
yeah.
and you literally just said earlier, you know when you smell something and it tastes like that? That's where I was going. But then I knew you were gonna take it the wrong way. That's why.
Yeah.
So sorry. I did not.
Jesus H. Christmas. I think it's funny. I thought you meant like you said I tasted it well, and I thought you meant to say mouth instead of
No,
nose.
I meant nose. I meant nose, but I figured you'd take it the wrong way because of this right fucking here. God damn it.
Anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Ooh,
Which one are you doing?
I'm doing
Blueberry?
blueberry. Sorry, blueberry smells good.
Holy shit, that was funny.
Funny. Yeah. We're only funny sometimes, and it's probably gonna be just us that thinks that's funny.
They're gonna be like, wow, you really do bully her. Can you hear the like breath that I put out? Like when I go,
Oh yeah.
what? You don't like it?
No, I like it. It tastes like acai berry.
It does. A little bit.
They're
That's not my
not,
favorite.
you know what? They're not very seltzery. Like they're like the bubbliness is very
Mhm.
toned down, which whatever. And the last, but not
I'm
least,
really excited for the mango. Watch it fucking suck.
mango. Oh, I almost just. Do you see that? I just nailed my nose.
Danielle's poor nose this episode. That smells good. Is it bad?
No. It's not the best mango thing I've ever tasted.
Yeah, it could be better. I would drink these though.
Mm-hmm. Well,
They're
good thing
not-
because you got them.
Well, yeah, that's true. They're 100 calories. They are 65 milligrams of sodium. I have water on my face. Oh, Josh is coming. I can hear him walking down the hallway.
Hey, Mike,
There he
you
is.
want to try these? Okay. Here comes.
Is he coming?
Yeah. Here comes Michael.
All right. Let's have him try the same one.
Mikey Campy, which one do you want him to try?
What's this?
I have
Watermelon?
this is mango, but hang on until Mike gets it.
Okay. Come
Careful.
on in.
You wanna pop a squat? Say hello. Oops.
Careful.
Say hello.
This is my
everybody.
playoff boyfriend. He's caveman.
What do I try?
Are you trying the mango? Here you go.
He has the mango. Yep.
Watermelon?
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, I like it.
Both just.
Oh, and Josh does not.
Oh, you don't like it?
I can
you don't
barely
like it?
taste anything.
I
so-
could-
Yes,
drink
Mike has
one.
no sense of taste or smell, so this is but let me know which one next.
Blueberry.
I did taste it though. It's not bad.
Mike
Mike
and
doesn't like it.
Josh likes it.
No good?
Not bad.
He just
I
said
don't
not
hate it.
bad.
They're all watermelon.
Yeah, they're like watermelon mixed with another flavor. What are you
Okay.
doing?
Are we doing all four?
Passion fruit.
This
Oops, sorry.
I mean, they all taste the same to me.
No taste.
I like it though.
Okay.
These
What
aren't
is
Is this
bad.
the one that you said
That
that
one did
tasted like a
taste a
fruit
little bit
cocktail?
different.
Yeah, when you tasted this, did you taste anything like specific?
juice
I
out
know
of a
you're
fruit
in here.
cocktail.
You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Fruit
like fruit
Yeah.
cocktail in the can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then this is
It's
You know,
really
like the
sweet.
juice.
Kinda.
that's the one you
Yeah.
had earlier.
And then
but-
this is
The final.
Josh had this one before.
Yeah, he's just gonna try it again. He says that they're really sweet. I don't think that they're.
I
really
don't
sweet.
think they're that sweet. Do you
I-
think they're sweet?
Not really.
I don't think
he's
they're that
just
bad.
dipping.
It was pretty.
Okay, bye,
I'd
Josh.
give those a pretty.
Wow,
Good.
he left.
Mike said I give those a pretty good.
That's good. All right.
Yeah.
Valid. It's not as funny
yeah.
as the last one,
Yeah,
but that's
no.
fine.
It's because we had poopy one. They were all
So-
poopy though. Anyway.
Yeah. If you rating them, what do you think you would give them overall? Or which one's
out
maybe
of,
your
like,
favorite?
Out of 10 or out of 5?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
No,
Whatever.
out of 10. Out of 10. Out of 10.
I give them a 6. They're just
Okay.
okay. I definitely like the passion fruit one that tastes like fruit cocktail the best.
I don't know which one's my favorite. I think, I think I might be right there with you. I think the passion fruit might be my favorite.
Yeah, I'm like disappointed in the mango one. It tastes too artificial
Yeah.
to me.
The kiwi was good. The blueberry, I think also the blueberry. was
Yeah,
good.
the
I'm gonna try it
blueberry
again.
one was pretty good too. I liked that one too. I think the mango one's my least favorite.
Yeah, I think so too, but that's not saying that it's bad.
No, none of them are bad. I don't think any of them are bad. I think they're all very good, and I think they're like when you drink them, they go down like they're like smooth. They're not like
Mm-hmm.
when they go down your throat. You know what I mean?
What are they like?
You know? Mm-hmm. They're smooth.
I would give these I think a 7.5.
Hmm.
I do like them. If someone had them, I think I would buy these again to have like a day like today if we were drinking outside, or like
outside, yeah.
swimming or
Yeah, they're a very good summer outside drink.
yes.
sure. I'm gonna see.
Wow. Okay. Bless you.
Okay. Excuse me. Sorry.
Bless you.
I tried the pineapple Vizzy, and I liked
Mhm.
that a lot. And
Just plain it's
just
not
pineapple. Yeah,
okay.
it was really good.
Are these sweeter than the
No.
pineapple?
Pineapple.
Oh, so they're all maybe
Yeah.
I will like Vizzies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll try the lemonade ones on my own time.
I
unless
like
that's-
these better than Truly's and White Claws.
I don't like White Claws. I think it depends on the Truly. Because
Yeah.
I really like Trulies.
They're not as bubbly, and I tend to find that when they're not as bubbly, that I like them better, and they don't give me a tummy ache.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Hang on one second.
They're pretty good though. I would say they're definitely fit
There we
for
go.
the summer. Like it's summertime, and they're like a really good, and they're only 100 calories.
Yeah, it's not that bad at all. And this would definitely be something that I drink when
You're out on the patio.
out on the
Yeah.
patio, going swimming, going to
Yeah.
the beach, whatever.
Yeah, this would be perfect for the beach.
I'm glad these were good. I was
Yeah.
nervous based on my track record specifically, buying
Yeah.
shit drinks.
But
Yeah,
they're
you've been
not,
good.
though. They're not though. I don't think all of them it's like just one in a pack. Like you'll get
Yeah.
whatever, and it's just one in the pack that's just not good.
Yeah. I do like them though.
Me too.
Well,
I'm
good.
gonna even though I opened them all, I'm gonna put them back in the fridge and hopefully that they're okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I liked them.
Cool.
I would say
Good.
yeah. Good job, Morgs.
Thanks. You can get these. Oh. I got these at my local grocery store, so they are there. You could just go and get them.
Oh yeah. So they're Vizzy. VIZZY for our Spotify listeners.
Yep.
I always
We're not
forget.
sponsored by them.
yeah,
but if they would like to.
I always forget about that. Like we're also a audio podcast sometimes, and we do
Mm.
things. And I'm like, we gotta remember we're audio too.
Yeah.
Excuse me, dying. Anyway. Anyway. Ooh.
Oh boy. So, do you want to talk about what you read this month?
I do. I'm not gonna go too much into them because, they are a few of them are books that I literally just gave to Morgan today.
Yeah, she gave
And
me like 7.
some of them are still pretty new, and like I think that people are gonna want to read them, and I don't really want to spoil anything. So
Fair.
I'm gonna just say what I read, and I'm just gonna talk about like 2 of them. So okay, I read Cover Story by Susan Rigetti, which I gave to Morgan today, and yeah, I'm gonna talk about that one. This is not the Jess show, obviously. This is not the Real World. And they're both by Anna Carey. Runtime by Ryan Howard, who is the author of 56 Days, 125 Days.
Beat me to it. God damn it.
Book Lovers by Emily Henry, because if you didn't read this month, this month, I don't know if you're bookish, Morgan. No, I'm just kidding. I'm literally just kidding. I don't even think you would ever enjoy that book ever once in your life.
Fair.
And then The Guncle, by Stephen Rowley. Those are the only books I read. But I feel like I didn't read a bad book this month. They were all solid.
Oh.
Yeah, they were all solid reads. Like I don't have anything bad to say about any of the books I read. And that's like really impressive, because there's usually just like one book that you're just like, this was poopy. So
Yep.
So I read Cover Story by Susan Rigetti, and I know you're gonna read it. I know you when we talked about remember the book My Friend Anna? I think you should just skip that book and read this.
Are they similar?
Yes, but My Friend Anna is a memoir.
Okay.
Cover Story is a fictional
Excuse
book.
me.
You're okay. It's a
Okay.
fictional book, and it's just crazy. And I just like don't want to give anything away, but it's like probably gonna make my top 3 books of the year.
Of the year.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
or probably top 5. It's so good.
Haha. Okay. Okay.
It's so good. It like I finished the book, sat back, and immediately wanted to start reading it again. Just to like give you, and everybody who has like, you know how people like put up on their stories like, what should I read next? Or like, give me a book suggestion. I'm like, Cover Story, read that book. Or like people who post like stacks books that they bought. I'm
Yeah.
like, read Cover Story ASAP. It's like a book that's super bingeable. I read it in 48 hours. It's so fast. And it's like
Wow.
diary entries and like emails, text messages, Instagram posts. So it's like a interesting format for like an adult book, but it reads well, and like it's, I don't know, I loved it. I thought it was so good, and it's just like so bingeable. And I don't want to say too much, because it's like it's a goodie.
Okay.
I want to talk about Book Lovers. Okay.
I will not be reading that, so
I
you can
know.
spoil it.
Okay, I
if you
will.
would like.
Everybody and their brothers read this, so I'm gonna spoil it, and I don't care. So
Skip ahead if you have not read it.
Yeah. So it's Emily Henry's 3rd book, and I'm sure she's probably wrote more, but like this is her 3rd popular book. She's wrote Beach Read, which is like I think the one that like really got her to be popular, and then People We Meet on Vacation and Book Lovers. So I haven't read Beach Read yet, but I've read the other 2, and I really loved Book Lovers. It's about this girl, and it's like a Hallmark movie about the girl that always gets broken up with because the guy goes to the small town and meets the small town girl and falls in love.
Yeah.
And it's about the girl who always gets broken up with, and she finally gets her small town romance love story, and it's so cute. And it's like about, they're both one's, so she's an agent for authors, and then he's an editor, and they meet and they hate each other, and then
As they do.
Yep. And then
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to roll my eyes. That
no,
was
it's just
out of nowhere.
it's a typical trope for a romance. And then she goes on this vacation with her sister, and he happens to be there, and you find out that it's his hometown, and it's all connected in a way, but it was more than just a romance. It was like a love story about like relationships, you know, like it was like a bonding experience for her and her sister, and like you get their relationship and like they're growing and like they're like just like, and then she does like a 360, like she gets like like an arc, and she just like grows as a person. So it's just like I felt like it was just a really nice book that is, I don't know, I was super happy and I really liked it, and I just thought that it like, I love happy books, you know how I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
that's
do.
like, that was a book that I really really enjoyed, and I like, if you love romance and just books that just bring happiness, you should read Book Lovers. It's just something it's just, and it's like the dialogue between the sisters is so funny, and the flirtiness between the two like the man and the lady. I can't even remember their names. It's just really, it's adorable, and I liked it a lot. And when I first read about, his name's Charlie, I think. Charlie? Whatever. I pictured the superhero, guy who plays Superman. Whatever. But I immediately pictured him. I'm Googling it.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know who that is.
Superman actor. Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who that is?
I've just Googled it. Yep.
That's immediately who I thought of.
Okay.
Yeah. If I was to cast somebody to play Charlie in Book Lovers, it would be him.
So who would you cast as the other lady? As the lady?
A lot of people were saying the girl in the Notebook, and I liked that.
Rachel McAdams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rachel McAdams, or maybe Blake Lively.
Okay.
It's got to be like a blonde.
Is Rachel McAdams a blonde?
She was in a movie.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't think she's naturally a blonde, but clearly that doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's got to be like a blonde. But I think Blake Lively, I think she's like, I don't know. I think Rachel McAdams would be a good cast. But yeah, definitely worth the hype. I know that's like one book that everyone got and everyone was like, oh my God, 5 stars. But it really, really was. Morgan would not like it. So I'm not going to even try to get her to read it. It was funny. Liz was like, maybe we can all buddy read it. Me, Victoria, you, and Morgan. And I said, Liz, I'm going to tell you right now. There's no way Morgan's going to read that and enjoy that any time in her life. I'm like, you could try to
like, no way.
You could try to convince her, but there's no chance that she's going to read it.
Nope.
Yeah, so, but it's really good if you're like a romance person. That's like, it's very cute. And like, there's like, you know how I am about sex in books. It's very minimal.
Okay.
And it's
good.
not
We love that.
cringy. It's not cringy. It's not like super like, yeah, I'm not even going to try to say
Please
anything.
don't.
Yeah.
Just fucking don't. Holy Christ, please don't.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so that's that. Read Book Lovers. And then I read the Guncle, and it was another super happy book. And I did audio and read it along with the audio. And the author, it narrates the audio, and he did a really great job. I thought he did really, really well. And it's basically about this gay uncle, and that's where it is Guncle. And he happens to get his niece and nephew for the summer. And his whole summer of having these kids, his niece and nephew with him, and like he's going through grief because of something that happened, and so are the kids. And they kind of like learn together about each other, and he kind of grows softer because of the kids, and they kind of together just go through their grief and kind of like understand their feelings and themselves more throughout the summer. And it's just like really cute, and it's just super normal. It's just like a book about these people just going through this hard time, and they I don't know, they just are like very adorable, and like the kids' dialogue is really cute, and like the little boy, whenever he talks, he has like he says THs before any word that's like an S, like
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like super, super adorable. And I just think that um it's just like a contemporary fiction that's like dealing with grief, and like this character who he's gay, and he like is like kind of an outcast in his family, and he like also is dealing with a loss of his own of two people, and he's helping the kids kind of understand that moment in their life, and having them understand their grief helps him with his grief that he didn't realize that he still had. So it's
Mm-hmm.
sad, but at the same time, it's super happy because he just like goes through this like thing, and he like softens because of the kids, and he realizes that like he needs to like let go and let people in and be open to love
Mm-hmm.
in whatever form it is. And I don't know, it's really cute. I don't know if you'd like it, and that's why I didn't give it to you.
Yeah,
Just
it sounds like something maybe I would eventually
yeah. There's other
potentially
books
read.
that like those books I gave you today, I know you'll like, and
Yeah.
I think that one, when you're like in the mood for it, I think that you
Mm-hmm.
should borrow it and try to read it, but I'm like I don't know if she'd like it though. So,
Yeah.
but it's really good, and I gave that one 5 stars too cuz it's just so sweet, and I just love the dialogue between like Patrick, who's the Guncle, and the two kids. It was just really
Mm-hmm.
sweet. And like I said, the author did a really good job with the audiobook, and it's like something that I like. There's just layers to it, and it's like something that like if somebody is dealing with like a passing of a loved one, I think that it's a good book to kind of like help you like know that you're not alone, and like these
Mm-hmm.
characters are dealing with grief, and that's how this is how they're dealing with it, and it's just like a book of just like love, and I liked it. It was really sweet. I'm glad I read it. I've been like itching to read it, and
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had time, and finally this month I like fit it in, and I'm just so happy I got to read it. Yee. And
So
yeah,
you gave that one a 5.
I gave that one a 5.
What did you rate your other books?
Um,
Not the pod books.
so I wrote rated Cover Story 5, Book
Mm-hmm.
Lovers 5, Guncle 5, and then I read Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard, which I gave to you
Mm-hmm.
today.
Mm-hmm.
And we read Plain Bad Heroines, and that's a book
Oh, okay.
about we read this book for our other book club, and we thought it was going to be like very heavy mystery horror on a movie set, and we were both
Mm-hmm.
so wrong, and we were very disappointed, which
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. It had its good elements, and we just did not enjoy it. It's not gothic horror is not Morgan and I's cup of tea. We do not like gothic horror. And just like I think some of the characters were just kind of annoying. Runtime is what I thought Plain Bad Heroines was supposed to be, and
Okay.
I loved it. I thought it was so good. It's like I haven't read a whole heck of a lot of mystery thrillers this year, but it's like one of the top ones I've read so far. It's so good. And I don't want to give too much away, but it's
Yeah,
really, really,
I
really
do
good.
want to read that, so
Yeah.
no spoilers on that.
Yeah, no, it's really good, and I think everyone should, once it comes out, everyone should get it and read it because it's a unique plot. Besides, like obviously,
Okay.
you've got Plain Bad Heroines, which is on a movie set, and I'm sure there's other books that are on a movie set and is a thriller, but I haven't heard of any. And she wrote one that like is literally what I thought would be
Mm,
the
yeah,
plot of whatever. So
right.
it's really good. I never knew what was really gonna happen. So I was very
Interesting.
surprised when I read it. And
Okay.
it's I'm not gonna say anything more.
Okay.
It's an ARC, so I don't want to say too much because I want other people to read it, and I
Mm-hmm.
obviously want you to read it. So
Yes.
it's
Okay.
so good. It comes out in August. Let me double check for you.
Okay.
Just so I know. Hello? August 16th. It comes out August 16th.
Okay.
So it's 520 pages. So fast.
Oh,
Such a fast read.
really? Okay.
Mhm. So yeah. I gave that one a
Interesting.
4. But don't let the 4 deter you, because 4s and 5s for me are really good.
Yeah, I think once you get to between a 4 and a 5, it's very like
It's a very rememberable book. Like it's
right.
yeah, those
Yeah.
are like books that I'm gonna be and like remember for a long time and probably be like, yeah, read that book.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, I only
I
read
agree.
6 this month, but holy bananas, my month was insanity.
It was. It
But
was a busy month for you.
I'm
And 6 books is still a lot.
Yeah, I'm surprised I even got 6 months. I was like aiming for these 2 and cover story.
And you did 3 more than that.
Yeah,
So that's
and
good.
I'm gonna finish one tonight. So
Yeah.
after we record,
We just are, last minute people. So
yeah. So woohoo! So yeah,
okay.
good reading month, which I'm very
Good.
surprised.
Proud of you.
Thank you. What did
Proud
you
of
read?
you. I
Morgan
read.
frickload.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only read 7.
Oh, it looks like more just because like
Yeah, I type in the notes I put if it's an audiobook or an ARC or that kind of stuff, just so I remember because sometimes it blends together.
yeah. I was
Um,
like, you read a lot, girlfriend.
so do you remember last podcast when I shook the screen and I was like, it's gonna be a 5. I'm listening to it right now. I know it.
Yeah.
That was We Begin at the End by Chris Whitaker, which, no surprise, was a 5. That one was classified as a thriller. I got it on Libby. I've seen it all over Bookstagram. I think you would enjoy it. It was long, but the main character, Duchess Radley, she's 12 years old, and my God, she is feisty.
Oh, we love a sass character.
At times, like I found myself, because I listened to it, I found myself laughing out loud because she's 12 years old and she's cursing out grown men to be like, get away from me, motherfucker. And she's like, I wrote the review for that today in my planner. And the way I wrote it was, she's a 12-year-old girl. She's pissed off at the world and she has a goddamn right to be. Like her mother was murdered. Her dad is not in her life. Her dad is just got out of prison. She is taking care of her younger brother, Robin. And once her mom is murdered, they have to now go live with like a grandpa who they've never met before. So she's like, I'm not calling you grandpa. Fuck you, old man. Like she's really nasty.
Yeah, she's feisty.
But it was just so good.
Is this
that
family?
one?
Is this family drama?
No.
Okay.
It read like I don't want to say an action movie because there were lulls. I mean, it was a longer book, but I would not say it's family drama. It was a mystery thriller classified, but I think it would fall under fiction potentially because it just like plain fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't know. I think
I'm looking
you
at my
should.
phone reading the synopsis right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you should read it eventually. I absolutely loved it. And the narrator, I showed Danielle this today, but the narrator for Libby sounded a little bit like Woody Harrelson. So it kind of made the book a lot more fun to listen to. It wasn't him. It was not him, but it kind of made the book a little bit more fun to listen to. It was so good. And at the end, it doesn't even like kind of, well, I'm not going to say that then.
Oh, interesting. This actually does sound really It gives me S.A. Cosby vibes. Like Razorblade Tears and Black Hole Top.
Yes and no. I would say yes because there's a lot of action in it and a lot of like.
It's just
death,
the police office, the sheriff and the little girl. That's the only reason why.
Oh yeah. So that one was really good. I would highly recommend it. I'm not going to go into it and I'm not going to say anything more about it because I am going to suggest it and force it on Danielle. It was just so good. It was on Libby and it was available what I do and I find these books is I'll go onto Libby and put in audiobooks available now and then sort by popularity. And then if they're available and it sounds good, I start listening to it. And that's what I did with that book.
Nice. So you just went in blind basically.
Yeah, I just saw the cover on Bookstagram and I was like, all right, here we go.
Nice. And you found your 5.
And I found a 5. It was
yeah. I was gonna
So that was
say
one.
that's
Go
what I'm
ahead.
hoping is gonna happen with 1,000 Doors of January.
Mm.
I don't know
Yeah,
what the heck it's about. I'm not gonna read the
honestly,
synopsis.
yeah, it's kind of more interesting to not know the
Yeah,
synopsis
it's
of a book. If
so
people are
fun.
hyping it up too, just
Yeah.
because like if you're purchasing a book, I feel like you need to know what the synopsis is about because you're spending your own money.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
If you're spending your own money, if you have book like gift cards, different story.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's true. That's true.
but if I like, especially for book friends like you and I know at least to the most part what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah, I would say
I think
you're
what
changing a lot, so I don't know.
I am changing. I don't know what's going on, but that's benefiting you and me because I'm
Yes.
taking all of your books.
Yeah. To borrow them, please. We have
Um,
many, and I haven't even read all of them, so
it's all right.
we have
It's-
a library.
that's okay. I think you would like this book.
Okay.
I also wonder sometimes, this is kind of a tangent, but I wonder sometimes if I read this book, if I would love it just as much.
Oh, like instead of audioing it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
It makes me nervous a little bit just because I don't know. The way the narrator narrated Duchess, just like I found myself laughing because of the shit that she says because I was like, "You know what? Yeah. Fuck you, old man. Get out of here." Like because I just wanted to root for her so bad and she just had a rough life and just needed someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll add it.
read it.
I'll add it to my want to read, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pressure.
Okay.
Another book that I listened to a lot of books. I think I listened to 3. So another book that I listened to was When You Look Like Us by Pamela Harris. That was an audiobook I just said that I got from Libby. I did give it a 4. Guess what? It's YA. I think that one I went into it not knowing it was YA, and certain YA books how they don't use curse words.
Yeah.
The main character was doing that. And I was like, this fucking book is YA, isn't it? Because instead of saying fuck, he was saying fick, Fick.
Oh, yeah.
And then
what was the one book we read? And it was, it's the inheritance games where the one character uses, like the most odd words for swear words instead of like actual swear words, and they're like obnoxious and annoying, and you hated it so much.
Oh, I still haven't picked up the second book.
That's okay. It's good. Third one comes out soon.
I know it does. So this book was another random one that I got on Libby.
Mhm.
Again, I didn't realize it was YA, but the plot and the storyline, I feel like is something that is needed in today's world, unfortunately. So the plot is the main character is Jay. His sister, Nicole, disappears. Not disappears. She goes to a party, doesn't come home.
Okay.
She does this a couple times. She hangs out with the wrong crowd, whatever. Jay and Nicole live with their grandma. I believe their parents are dead. Like we know that going into it.
Mhm.
They live in not a nice area. I can't remember like where the city is, like what city they live in, but they live in not a nice area. They are a Black family, and Nicole goes to a party, doesn't come back. So Jay's like, oh, she's staying with her boyfriend, who is the local drug dealer, and I'm just going to have to cover for her until she gets home. So he covers for her for like 2 days.
Oh,
And then he's like, what the
shoot.
fuck? She's not here. What's going on? So he goes to the police, and the police essentially are like, well, she hangs out with the wrong crowd. It's not really. And they're in high school, by the way. So like, it's not even the BS of like, well, an adult can go missing if they want to, whatever. So he went to the officer. The first officer he came across was white, gave him a hard time. Second officer was Black. So he was like, oh, okay, like somebody that I feel like I can trust. And then that person did absolutely nothing. It was like, well, we'll see. So it was a lot of issues around like he is a high school student, has a bunch of other things going on, and now he has to go and find his sister because no one gives a shit that she's
Yeah,
missing.
no one's listening. And that's so funny because not to interrupt you real fast, I'm reading a book right now and she mentions a story about how she goes to the police about something and they just don't even listen to her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like I don't want to be like um this is in all instances because there are cops that are very good at their jobs and it's like whatever. But it's funny that you mentioned that because it's mentioned in my story and it's a female and she's white. I'm pretty sure Maggie O'Farrell's white. Hold on, let me look that up. But continue what you're saying.
Yeah. So it was predominantly like how.
Yes, she is white.
Okay. It's predominantly how, like, I mean, he's a black man going to report his black sister to a white police officer. She hangs out with the local druggie. She's dating the local druggie. Well, maybe she had it coming to her.
Well,
And that really was like
mhm.
infuriating, honestly. It was such a good book because it infuriated me.
Mhm.
And I really enjoyed listening to the narrator as well. The narrator, I wish I could remember narrators' names. I cannot remember his name, but he did a really good job. I did love listening to him. Overall, I would suggest this book simply because I feel like there were a lot of other prejudices and like stereotypes. Like he was hanging out with this one girl and she was like, "Oh, did you have chicken for dinner?" And he was like, "Why? Because I'm black." Like, why? Like stupid
That's
shit
stuff
like
that you
that.
don't like that's like you don't say that to people.
Yeah, and it was very just racist, honestly. And I was like, "Oh my god, like this girl is really infuriating. Like I can't stand her. Get the fuck out of here." Um and then she has some growth and that's all I'm going to say. But I
I
really unfortunately do think it's needed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I have some book suggestions for you. You should read Black Buck and
mm,
also All American Boys by Jason Reynolds. I think you would really enjoy All American Boys.
okay.
It's
I will
got
put
a
those.
very similar premise.
Okay.
I'm going to screenshot them and
And
send
send
them
them
to
to
you.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I read All American Boys. It's YA also, but not YA like
Yeah.
love story YA.
Okay.
Black Buck's adult.
Okay. So the next book that I read, it was in my book of the month box that I got. I don't know if I said it. I gave When You Look Like Us a 4. So I got Don't Cry for Me by Danielle Black. I was disappointed by this one. I'm not going to really touch too much on this. I know I talked to you about it a little bit today, but I gave this one a 3. It is not what I expected at all. This man is on his deathbed
Oh,
and
yes.
he's asking his son for forgiveness because he wants to basically repent all of the things that he's like done badly in his life. He treated his son like shit. And spoiler, I'm sorry. I think it's very selfish for you to ask your son after you literally beat him for being gay that you want him to forgive you and you want him to say nice things at your funeral. I think that's completely selfish and you are making excuses and you're not taking any responsibility for your actions whatsoever. And that's all I'm going to say about this book.
You're being a coward, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that the writing style was very good. I thought this is not a true story. This was
I was
a
literally
made-up
just about to
story.
ask that. I was going to say, is there anything like in the afterword
I
that
don't
says like,
think so.
okay.
No, because I looked, because I was like, I would actually be kind of embarrassed personally if that was like, this is the author's story.
Yikes. Yeah.
So it did not hint at anything like that. I believe it's classified as fiction. I think the story itself was good, especially that it's fiction, but I just got mad. I got mad at it, and the writing style was in letters, so it progressed too. He was writing it because he was terminally ill. I can't remember. I think he had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the illness was, but he was terminally ill and it was dated and he was writing letters as the illness got worse.
Could you tell, like, from his writing it was getting worse?
Not really.
Oh.
It was just like, oh, I woke up today and I wanted to write a letter to you.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't anything like progressively like that would have been kind of cool, like a cool added
Yeah, just to, like,
thing
see,
into it.
because I think that, like, once you get really sick, I don't know what he
Yeah.
had, though, and it would have been kind of
Don't
interesting to
remember.
see it translated through his
Mhm.
letters.
So that's all I'm going to say about that one. I read This Is Not the Jess Show and This Is Not the Real World. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I have 2 more books really quick. I listened to The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna,
Mhm.
which I'm not going to say too much on because Danielle has it and is going to read it. But
This is making
not
me
to
what?
not to literally copy what you just said, but I think this is going to be a top contender for the end of the year as well.
Yeah.
I loved this book so much. I loved the story. I literally have tears in my eyes again right now. I'm such a baby. I cried at the end of this book. Like, not even like, oh, it's over. And like, I have tears in my eyes. I was sitting at my desk with tears in my, like, coming down my face because I
Morgan.
was like, what? Like, this is over. I want to own this book now. I want to have it.
Morgan,
What?
I think historical fiction's your new favorite genre.
I know it is. I know it is.
You've got Peach Blossom Spring.
I
That's
know.
historical fiction. Kristen
This one.
Hanna is the queen of historical fiction. And then, what did you read? Oh, the Must Betray You book.
That one was really good too. That was
Yeah.
also historical fiction.
Yeah, I think you like historical fiction. What
I
is
don't
it?
know who I'm becoming, but yeah, no thrillers that I've read so far
Yeah.
have like
Wowed
well,
you like
I
this?
shouldn't say that with my last book, but to talk about. But
Yeah, okay.
anyway, I loved it. I think the story was just so well done. I wanted to go and buy the book as soon as I was done, to be quite honest with you. I wanted to own it. I bullied Danielle to give me 2 of her Kristen Hanna books, so watch me keep
Watch
those on
me
my
read
shelf
those.
for
Oh yeah,
another
2 years. It's okay.
So it's fine. She's not gonna miss them.
Yeah, no, I'm my one Kristen Hanna that I devoted for the year is The Great Alone. So that's and I haven't read a Kristen Hanna yet. And then like you reading this makes me want to read one of hers. But that's the one that interests me the most because of like its synopsis. It's about hiking outdoors. Alaska,
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. Yeah.
stuff. That's why I'm like, that's the one that I've dedicated myself to
Yes.
do this by the end of the year. So she's thick.
Yeah, her books are thick. I think Four Winds was like between 15 and 17 hours.
Yeah.
To listen to it.
They're thick, but it's okay.
But the narrator for The Four Winds, I don't know her name, but I loved listening to her.
Mhm.
She had a very easy listening voice. It was able for me, like, wait a minute. I was able to focus on like doing a couple things and also listening to her storytelling and just I know most narrators do different voices for different kids or different characters, but I don't know. I just really loved it. I loved everything about that book. And that's another one that honestly scares me that if I read it, I wonder if I would have loved it just as much.
Julia Whalen?
Yes.
Whalen?
Julia Whalen.
Oh, she narrates Book Lovers.
Oh, you should listen to it.
I should.
It was really easy to
Oh.
listen to her.
She narrates People We Keep. That's the one I just gave you.
On what, Libby?
Libby, yeah.
How long of a wait is it?
Uh,
I can look. Also, our libraries are different, so it might not.
yeah, I don't know if they're the same. They probably aren't.
I'm
the
gonna
same.
look.
Yeah.
Because I just anyway.
Wow.
I loved
She
her.
narrates a fuckload.
She's one of the narrators in Daisy Jones.
Malibu Rising also.
Okay.
Yeah. Addie LaRue.
I know. I was gonna start listening to Addie LaRue, but she's one of the narrators in Addie because I started listening to Addie and it wasn't her, so I returned
You're
it.
like, bye.
I returned it.
Beach Read. Yeah, she does a lot of big name like audiobooks. Interesting.
She's very good.
I'm just trying to see if I've listened to one of her audiobooks.
Mm-hmm.
Seven Husbands. Oh, she does great alone. Plays
I
hold.
think there you go. So yeah, long story short, I loved that book. I loved everything about it. Clearly.
She
and then
she has 2 more Kristen Hannahs waiting for her.
nice.
No,
Yeah,
I'm talking
I
about
do.
you.
Yeah, I do. So I thought that my reading journey was done. That I was just gonna have 6 books. And then I took Friday off for Memorial Day weekend to have a long weekend. I was out on a walk, minding my business, and I get an email. And I looked down at my email and I was like, I don't know who this person is. And it came to my book email. So I was like, okay, I don't know what this is. And I clicked on the link and I looked at it. And I got sent the ARC for House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. So that was the amazing start to my weekend. And let me tell you, I got it on Friday. I finished it on Sunday. So I am not going to talk spoilers. I'm not going to give anything away because it's not even out yet. I'm not going to do that. I know Danielle wants to read it eventually. I know a lot of our listeners love Riley Sager. I'm just going to say that I gave it a 4. I really enjoyed it. Totally. I put it up because I was talking to Kelly, Sweet Bud Books today, and she asked what my rating all of Riley Sager's books in order.
Mm-hmm.
And Survive the Night is still my number 1.
Okay.
I put this one right below Survive the Night.
Oh.
So
what comes after Survive the Night? I mean, after House Across the Lake?
Home Before Dark.
Okay.
So I gave Home Before Dark and Last Time I Lied and this one all 4s.
Okay.
So if that kind of gives, I love Riley Sager. He's an auto-buy author for me. So that's why I'm kind of like freaking out, or I was freaking out on Friday that I got it.
Yeah. She freaking, I'm driving and all of a sudden I get this text message and it's all caps. I got House Across the Lake.
Yeah. Of course, Danielle's driving for like freaking 6 hours and her car will text me when she's plugged in and driving and it says, I'm driving. And I was like, shut the hell up, car. This is important. Like, I need to talk to Danielle. Put her on the phone right now.
This is important news.
So I got that. I know a lot of people are shitting on it. I know a lot of people are not shitting on it, like giving it low ratings, but they're saying it's not their they're saying it's not their favorite. I truly think he took, because here's the thing, thrillers and mysteries, you can only do so much, in my opinion, with like a storyline, because they're all, somebody gets murdered and we got to figure out who it is, and then you can only do so much to figure out who that person is. So not necessarily a murder in this book, but like a thrillery aspect. So a lot of people are saying that the lead up in the beginning is reminding them of a very similar book. I can agree. You're going to know exactly which one it is as soon as you start reading it. Like, it's very obvious.
Okay.
I don't think it's obvious to the point that like he was stealing anything, and never mind.
Okay.
I had a comment to make, but I don't want to give anything away about this book at all, so I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are anticipating this book too. Like,
so I'm not going to say, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of people get it when it comes out, which is end of this month.
I hope it's an add-on for Book of the Month. But yes, the release date is June 21st.
Let me tell you. I don't think it's going to be. But
all of his other books have been on there, though.
Yeah,
I feel like it's...
Hello, Emily Henry was also on there. Both her books. Casey McQuiston.
Maybe. So, okay. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Book of the Month is always a good rant for us. Anyway.
So, yes, I think he took an overdone plot and turned it into, and he took it. He's, Riley Sager books.
Of course.
He
Yeah.
takes his books and just takes something out of left field and runs with it.
Mm-hmm.
And he did that with this book to the point where I showed you my messages with Jamie today. I messaged her and I was like, what the fuck is going on? What is happening? When I got to the plot twist, I had my Kindle up or my iPad. I was sitting here. I laughed out loud. Okay. Not like a laughing because it's stupid. I laughed because I was like, what the fuck? Set it down. And I had to go do something else for like an hour until I came back to it because I was like, I don't know. This is just not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
And I have to just tell somebody this because it's so stupid. But did you ever watch Wizards of Waverly Place?
Yeah.
So do you know
Where is this going?
So do you know the theme song for Wizards of Waverly Place?
Yeah.
That theme song was playing in my head the entire it's literally, so the theme song is like everything is not what it seems.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That was just like, cuz I was like, no way. Nobody's going to guess it. Absolutely no one is going to guess this. And if you guess it, I don't know, you're wrong.
Okay.
It just threw me through a loop. And I can understand because, again, it was out of left field. Some people are like, oh, that's too much. Oh, my God, that's too much.
I can't
And
wait
I'm not.
to read this book.
I don't know. I really don't know where you're going to lie. I truly don't.
Oh, I'm interested. Yeah, I'm going to
But
probably end up getting that one because I have some gift cards.
Yeah.
Unless it's
it was very good. I enjoyed it, but it's one of the books that I can understand why people don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
because go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I haven't read Lock Every Door, and this is
Last time I lied.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I have
Wait, did you read Home Before Dark?
yeah, I read it in October. I loved that book.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you told me Book of Cold Cases reminded you of Home Before Dark.
It does, yes.
So I'm hyped to read that one.
Yeah. So that's literally all I'm gonna say. But as soon as the plot twist hit, I messaged Jamie and I was like, "This was it, wasn't it?" Because she didn't like it.
Yeah.
She thought it was too much. I don't know what she ended up giving it. I think she ended up falling
I think she
a 3.
3, yeah.
Yeah, I think she ended up doing, which is not a bad rating.
No, I think a 3 is average.
So that's where I'm going to lie, but I'm very grateful. I finished the book and forgot to email the publisher back to thank her. So I emailed her yesterday and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. If it shows how grateful I am, I already finished it. Thank you." And she's out of the office until tomorrow. So we'll see if I don't know if she'll respond. I doubt it, but
she might not, but it's fine.
But
nice.
So
I'm so
those
excited
are all the books
when you told
that
me
I read.
that. I was driving, I saw it, and I was like, oh, like
Oh, yeah.
jealousy. But that's fine because I have way too many things.
Yeah. So I'm very, very hyped about that. And yeah, that's all I read for this month. I think my least favorite was Don't Cry for Me.
Yeah, I can tell you to like that. Just
And
because of like
yeah. My favorite has to be between We Begin at the End and The Four Winds, but I gotta be honest, I'm pretty God. I was just gonna say The Four Winds.
You can't.
It's
You
really
haven't
close.
stopped talking about The Four Winds.
I know. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's The Four Winds. That's it. That's where we're at. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now.
All right. Well, good reading month for us, I'd say.
Yes, very good reading month.
I'm interested to see really fast. I know we always do this, but
Yep,
are there
we
any
always
books
do.
you're looking forward to in June besides Riley Sager because you already read it?
That was the main one that I was looking forward to for June.
Mhm.
I am looking forward to the Jennifer Hillier one that's hinted to be coming out
Oh, the
for
book
Book of the Month.
month.
That's the same author that wrote Little Secrets, I think, and that was the taco
Oh,
incident.
yeah. That's the
So
interesting.
I'm nervous. I'm like excited because everybody who got an ARC is raving about it, but everybody liked her other book too, and I
And you were like,
had my issues with it. So
yeah.
if it's a Book of the Month choice, which we're pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
No confirmations, obviously. This will come out and people already
it's
have.
literally hints. It's literally hints. Oh yeah, by
Yeah.
the time this comes out, they'll be out.
Yeah. But I think that's the only main one that I'm excited for that I can think of off the top of my head anyway. What about you?
So I ordered the third book of the American Royal series. And I'm gonna dedicate my June and July to those. So I'm excited to read those. So yeah, it's called Rivals. And
Ooh.
yeah, I'm excited to read those. I can't remember anything that's coming out that in June that I'm like wicked pumped about. So, but those ones I'm really excited to just start. I have so many books. It's kind of stressful.
Yep.
But it's okay.
Yep.
But yeah. I'm also excited for Black Cake because we're reading Black Cake in my other book club. So that should be a real good book.
You took that one today, right?
I did.
Yes.
So yeah, you'll be seeing that back to you in July.
Yeah. Oh, well, you have to read it for the book club.
I have to read it. So yeah.
Okay.
Segue.
So let's go into the book synopsis for This Is Not the Jess Show. It's a very quick one, so let me just read it really quick. Like any other teenager, Jess Flynn is just trying to get through her junior year without drama, but drama seems to keep finding her. Between a new crush on her childhood best friend, overprotective parents cramping her social life, and her younger sister's worsening health, the only constant is change, and her hometown of Swickley, which feels smaller by the day. Swickley is getting weirder by the day, too. Half the population has been struck down by a mysterious flu. Conversations end awkwardly when Jess enters the room. And then one day, a tiny, sleek black device with an Apple logo on it falls out of her best friend's backpack and lands at Jess's feet. That's the synopsis.
Okay.
So let's go into ratings. So what did you rate this book?
I gave it a 3. I thought it was good. Like it was good, but I have thoughts. And they're not bad. They're not bad at all. Like I enjoyed reading this. I like powered through both of these books.
Yeah.
I read them in like I don't know. I read them in both in like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So I powered through them. They're pretty easy reads. They're YA, so like but look at all my annotations.
Okay.
So yeah, I enjoyed my time with them. I thought they were really good. So, but I have to say, This Is Not the Jess Show has been on my radar for a while. The synopsis was changed because, and this is what I've been meaning to talk to you about. They mention, and they used to mention in the synopsis, why am I blanking? The frickin' Jim Carrey movie.
Truman Show.
The Truman Show. They mention it on the back, and I was like, oh. And and
that gives away literally everything.
The whole thing. Yep. So.
And that's what you were telling me about before. Yes?
Yeah. So they took it off the back.
Is it on your copy of the back?
Nope. They took it off the back. So when I first read the synopsis for this book, this came out in 2021. So I saw it last year. And I was like, ooh, I loved The Truman Show. So I have to check this book out. And then they emailed us and were like, hey, have a copy of this book. And we're like, okay. And I was like, and then Morgan got it too. And I was like, let's just read it. It literally is The Truman Show.
Yeah. I guess I didn't really put 2 and 2 together. Like I figured it was something weird going on.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily. I guess when you think about it that way, it definitely was a spoiler, but it didn't really make me feel any different about the book.
Oh,
I don't know.
Right. So since I knew that it was like the Truman Show, I knew it was coming, right? So I think I didn't take anything away from me knowing that it was gonna happen, but I also think I enjoyed it more because I knew it was gonna happen, I
Okay.
guess. So it wasn't really a surprise. I think that people who, since this is catered for YA, I don't think a lot of people who are considered YA, like the ages, are gonna watch the Truman Show. Because it's such an
That's true.
older movie, so I
It
think that
is.
this is gonna be something that a lot of younger people are gonna actually really like.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like a very underrated Jim Carrey movie.
It is. I
It's
can agree with you on
very,
that.
very underrated, and I think
Yeah.
it's one of his best ones. I love that movie
Mm-hmm.
so freaking much. So, yeah. So for our listeners who read this, watch the Truman Show.
If you have not
good.
already.
Yeah, it's so good. But what was I gonna ask you several times today, and I had to stop myself because I was like, I don't even know if Morgan's actually ever seen the Truman Show.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have not seen the whole thing,
Oh,
but I love Jim Carrey. So that is one. I started watching it and then I don't remember, like I didn't stop it because I wasn't enjoying it. I think I had to like do something and then I never went back to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I never even knew about that movie until somebody was like, have you ever seen the Truman Show? I'm like, no. And they're like, we're going to watch it. And I'm like, great.
Mm.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's why I just really loved this book, because it kind of gave me that nostalgia from that movie, because I just really enjoyed it. And it also gave me Black Mirror vibes, which I love Black Mirror so much. I don't know, just the synopsis was good. I liked the characters. I really loved Kips. Kips was my favorite character. I thought I was gonna hate him in the beginning because of just like the facade we got, and like Jess was like, "Oh, Kips is the popular soccer guy, and they want me to love him." And well, not
Joke's
they want
on
me.
you.
Yeah, and it's like, actually, we really love Kips. He's actually a nerd, and he's a gamer, and we really enjoy him.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I liked this because it gave me the like just nostalgia, and like just from like that moment of me enjoying the Truman Show, it kind of came back to me from this. So I don't know, I liked it. What do you think?
Okay. I gave this a 3.5.
Okay.
I buddy read with Liz, so that also made it a little bit more fun to kind of read, because I am going to be honest with you. We all know I'm not shy about saying YA is not my favorite after I just rated a YA
4.
I think if I know it's YA, I convince myself that I don't like it.
I know.
Because I didn't know that the other one was YA, and I listened to it and I liked it. That one, I wasn't even talking about that one. I was talking about When You Look Like Us, but I Must Betray You was not written in YA style, so I will argue on that one.
Okay, that's fair.
But since I knew that this was YA, I think I went into it unsure that I was going to like it. And when you go into something and you're like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this, and you're just kind of like, meh.
Yeah.
So I went into this, I figured buddy reading it would make me at least kind of have to power, especially with Liz. My goodness, that girl reads
she
like...
reads like a freaking speed demon.
Yeah.
She's like, done.
Right. So I was like, I have to read this with somebody who's going to keep pace with me and push me to read more, especially if I don't like it. So one of the things that we talked about was the 90s references, because before I realized that it was the Stuck in the 90s show, or whatever the name of the show was, I thought that the 90s references were way too forced. And I thought that the characters were not characters, mostly her parents, were really annoying and like cliche, which made sense after finding out that they were actors.
Yep.
So that made sense, and I'm not holding that against Anna. I think also the 90s references were too forced for me, because also the show, like you got to kind of throw in all that stuff. But there was specifically one part that they were driving. I don't remember where they were going, but they were in one of the girls, I think it was Kristen's car.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we're driving over a speed bump, and we're listening to Weezer on our CD player, and I was like, too many 90s references at once.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was
Okay, we
just,
get it. We're in the 90s.
yeah. So that was, and now that looking back on it, it makes sense that for a show that's referencing the 90s, of course there's going to be so many 90s
Yeah,
references.
yeah. And I think, and it's
Made
also,
sense.
again, it's YA, so they kind of like, I think the writing style kind of has to be more forceful and a little more pushy. Like, I think if it was, we wouldn't have gotten that if it was adult, you know, like it would have been a little less like,
Yeah.
oh, it would have been like more fluid of a writing, you know what I mean?
Well, based on kind of what you just said, people reading this who are considered YA, they don't know what the 90s is.
Yeah, so
Not,
like
not
pushing
that
it,
they don't know what it is,
well,
but yes.
you're right. Pushing it like this makes more sense, you know? I
Yeah.
wanted to,
So
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Sorry. No, you go.
No, I was done. You.
Okay, I marked this thing, and speaking of 90s references, this is so funny. So she's talking to her sister, and she says she's reading. She'd even had our mom's friend from London send her an
I
advance
know
copy
exactly
of
what you're
something
going to
called
say.
Harry Potter, which had only been published in England. And as she pressed the unicorn onto the back page, I studied the cover. The Philosopher's Stone, I asked, isn't this a little young for her? Whatever. So then she keeps going. And she said, Sarah paused, holding the sticker book in the air. She squinted at me like she was confused, but then the expression passed. It's really great. I have a feeling it's going to be huge. They're supposed to be 7. And I read that, and I'm like, how does she know this? And then I was like, duh. They're on a TV show. So, yeah.
Oh, the 7 went right over my head.
Yeah, there's very subtle, like, I marked a
Yeah.
lot of stuff that, like, hinted that they were, like, new about things that are in the future. And I'm like, that was one that I mentioned. One, because it's Harry Potter. And 2,
Of course.
she's like, I have a feeling they're going to be huge. They're supposed to be 7. I'm like,
Yeah, she didn't know she was going to write 7 when that came
yeah,
out.
I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
you're telling your sister clues. So yeah.
Yeah, she was very subtle with her clues. Her sister was.
Yeah,
or whatever her name was.
yeah. But I liked the 90s references. I think it's very nostalgic for us just because we grew up in the 90s, and I was like Clueless was in there. I don't think I've ever Unsolved Mysteries was in there, which I freaking love Unsolved Mysteries. I don't know, I just like that. I think it was it's something super nostalgic for older like people like us who grew up in the 90s, and that's like our freaking childhood. So I don't know. I think that part, I know it was very pushy, but
it makes sense why it was pushy though.
yeah, like the age group that's catered to these books have no idea anything about the 90s. So this is
Yeah,
it's weird to say that because that makes me feel fucking old.
I really also I liked this book more than I thought I was going to, which I'm not saying that I went into this thinking I was going to hate it, but when I went to go and pick it up to read it again next, I wasn't like, oh, I have to read 20 pages of this.
Yeah.
It was very easy to consume. It was very, like, I finished it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And I looked forward to reading it, like, when I would have to sit down and read it. So that made it a little bit easier.
It is very enjoyable. Like, I don't know, it just like you said, it is YA, and it's there are times when you pick up a YA book and it's very hard to read, and it's like something that like an adult book is easier to consume for us sometimes, and this one is it's very quick, fast paced, and like you said, it is very enjoyable, you know. I do have, and I don't mean to be like, I did really really enjoy this book, but I think it could have been so good if she went adult and made it thriller horror. Like literally a Black Mirror episode. Like if she literally took it and made it a Black Mirror esque episode, I think it would have been so good. So good. I don't know how she could have made it horror or whatever. Kept the TV show thing, right?
Yeah.
Made it less obvious. And then made it a little horror thriller. I think it would have been so, like, I would have given it 4 or 5.
Okay.
But that's not making it bad, like ripping on this book at all, because I did really, really, really enjoy this book. I just think that it could have been very interesting as an adult thriller horror.
Yeah.
Like
That's
how
fair.
Black Mirror episodes are.
That's fair. I
They
could see
do
that.
reference Black Mirror on the back of this. They also reference Riverdale on here, which hella Riverdale vibes for sure.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't watch Riverdale.
Oh yeah, it's very Riverdale. So yeah, which I love Riverdale, so I don't know, I liked it a lot, and I'm glad that we got them because I did enjoy my time with it. It's
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
nostalgic, it's fun, the characters are fun, and you do get the overtopness because they are actors. Like the mom and the dad,
yes.
I was like, these people
Annoying.
are so ridiculous. And I was so mad for Jess because I'm like, they're her actual parents. So I was like,
yeah,
these people are actually, but it's also dystopian future. Whereas,
yeah, because it's 2037.
Yeah, and
right?
It's like they're writing it that this show is basically the only source of money that these people can get good insurance, good pay, and good like living situations.
Yeah.
And like the set is the place to be and where you want to get hired. And I thought that was so interesting to learn about, like how they had talent shows and people got to vote.
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting. And like the future aspects was really cool. And she wrote that really well. She like that could have been really choppy and really like, whoa, like shell shock, but she wrote it very flow really nicely. Like we got off the show and into the future. And it was really like nicely written.
Yeah, so. Especially also I think it was kind of a little nod to like just how much we're on our phones in general, but they made so many comments about how people were literally like glued to their phones. Like when they were at the restaurant and Kips was like, hey, can I borrow your phone? And they were like, no, voting's gonna happen soon.
Yeah.
Like so reliant on our phones, which we all know. Yeah. We're very reliant on our phones. But
again,
it just very
Again, YA. I think that as much as we're glued to our phones, this generation's way more glued to their phones, and I think that is a good teaching and like a real moment to like open their eyes about how like this could be the future and like what you're missing, what's in front of you.
Yeah,
like be more open and see the world around you type deal.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to think about who this like the age group this book is catered to. And like we're reading it like one way, but like we also have to think about like, okay, high schoolers, middle schoolers are reading this book.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know. It's interesting. I liked it. I did enjoy my time with it. So yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I loved the future aspect, and I thought it was interesting to just see kind of what she thought the future would be, especially with this show going on. And
I mean, we're not too far from 2037.
I know, what the heck, ew. There wasn't any flying cars in it. Well, they kind of were. They kind of levitated, didn't they?
They drove themselves.
Yeah, they were on Mars. LOL.
Duh.
Yeah, they did mention that, and I like literally kind of like had PTSD from John Mars Passengers.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, so but it's interesting because a lot of the stuff did kind of align up with today because we're getting to self-driving cars and like the voting on a talent show, American Idol.
I mean, that's yeah.
So very interesting. The future aspect.
So this one we read and obviously we talked about, but she just released a sequel May 24th. And it's called This Is Not the Real World. Danielle has her book, I think.
I'm very sorry.
Danielle has her book. We did get ARCs from the publisher, so we are very grateful for that. So we did also read This Is Not the Real World, but since it just came out, we're not going to talk too much about it because we don't want to spoil anything for people who have read it or read the first one and want to read the second one. So I am going to read the synopsis of the second one. we'll give our ratings, give kind of non-spoiler thoughts about it, and then go from there. Sound good?
Sounds
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the synopsis is, in the explosive, thrilling sequel to This Is Not the Jess Show, 18-year-old Jess is out for revenge as she confronts the corrupt media empire that documented every moment of her childhood. Finally free of Swickley and a life that was broadcast to the whole world on Stuck in the 90s, Jess is doing her best to adjust to existence on the outside, but she can't outrun her past forever. Like Life Productions has tracked down Jess and her boyfriend Kips and forced Kips to come back to the set for the rest of his contract. Determined to rescue Kips and exact revenge on Like Life Productions for what they did to her, Jess teams up with a reporter who's investigating the seedy underbelly of the TV production company, including a series of suspicious disappearances. Jess agrees to return to set under the guise of missing her friends and family and her old life. Then she can take them down from the inside. Jess must play along in order to gain the power that she needs to expose the truth, but fact and fiction blur as Jess struggles to stay one step ahead of Like Life Productions. How far will she go to maintain control of the narrative, and what will it cost her? Packed with twists that race toward a shocking ending, this second book will keep you guessing. So, we both read this book, and we're just going to talk briefly. So, Danielle, what did you rate it?
I gave it a 3.53.
You gave it a 3 point. Sorry, what?
A 3.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said a 3.54, and I was like, all right, now we're being ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, no, 3.5.
We're literally opposites. I gave this a 3. I think I enjoyed the first one better just because, like you said earlier when we were talking off camera, the first book was a lot of, what was the word that you used?
World building?
Yes, thank you. World
Yeah.
building. So it was explaining a lot of the things that were going on. It kind of like went through the steps of like, okay, so her parents are actors, her sister's not really her sister, like it just kind of set up everything.
Mhm.
And it was a lot easier. Not that the second one was difficult to consume, but the first one I feel like for me was a lot easier to follow along with. And then I started the second one, and the second one was very action packed, which I can agree, like that's exactly how she described it in her synopsis. I thought at times there may have been too much going on for me to just like
Mhm.
comprehend, maybe is the right word. I just felt like there were times when I was like, oh my gosh, okay, this is happening now. Okay, this is happening now.
Yeah. It does there
And
is a lot that happens that is very fast. I agree.
so I had to like go back and reread a couple things just because I was like, wait, did that just actually happen? So that's the only reason. Again, I still enjoyed it. I did not dislike it. 3s are not bad for me,
Same.
but I enjoyed the first book better.
Okay, so I did
Complete
like
opposite.
the first book. I liked the first book, don't get me wrong. I liked this one because it was way more action packed. There was a lot more happening, and I thought that like I was like, wow, this is exactly what I want. I want this, all this craziness that happens. So once you read this one, you should read this one because it's
Yeah.
way more action. And like it's got all the people you love. So no spoilers. That wasn't a spoiler at all because it does tell what's happening on the back.
Yeah, it does.
So
It also picks up right where the first one leaves off. So I did
Yeah.
enjoy the fact that it was very like, it wasn't like 2 years later. It was literally like a week later.
yeah.
Maybe that.
Yeah, and it's like, and that's like is nice because you could literally get them both and just be like, boop boop, and they're
Exactly what we
they're
did.
very
Yeah.
very short. So
They were like 300 pages each, I think.
yeah, they're not long at all and
Yeah.
easily bingeable in a day or two.
Yeah.
So
sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, I really liked this one. The ending. So yeah.
Yeah. So with that, you should go and get the sequel. It is out as of May 24th. And yeah, we're very grateful to Quirk Books for giving us copies and also giving us copies to do a giveaway with, which we just did that today, and we'll be sending out to the winner sometime this week.
Yeah, congrats to our winner, and thank you to Quirk Books and Anna Carey for letting us review this book on our podcast. We appreciate it, and we're really
Very
grateful.
grateful.
Yeah, you guys are our first publisher we worked with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank
That's
you.
made us feel really good.
Yeah, Quirk Books,
It's
if you
very
want to
fun.
work with us again, we'll shout you guys out.
Yes.
And Anna Carey.
Also,
you-
yes, if you write a third book
Yeah, if you write a third book.
or any other books, doesn't have to be a part of the Jess show.
Yeah, tell us and we'll review for you.
Yes.
Yeah, we're here for Anna Carey. She's so fun. On her Instagram, she dresses as Jess and like is in like a 90s room. It's really cute. And she does
I'll
a
have
lot
to go and
Sorry.
I don't know if I follow her.
She
Oh, go
does
ahead,
a lot
sorry.
of really cute 90s things. Like she'll do 90s trivia a certain day of the week, and then she'll post like 90s heartthrobs, and they're like little TikTok reels. They're really cute. So yeah. Yeah, she's very, very nice. I've chatted with her. I must have posted something about this is not the real world, and she messaged me or shared my story, and I was like, the first thing I said to her was, "Oh, is there gonna be a third book?" And I'm like, "Wait, sorry, that was really aggressive." Oops.
Sorry, I was looking at her
Her little
Instagram.
videos, yeah.
Yes, she does do all of that. Exactly what Danielle said.
Yeah, she's really sweet and she's really cute, and like she's very like she looks like she's our age.
She does.
Yeah.
She looks young.
So yeah, she's very fun. Give her a follow. And go buy her
It's-
book.
Yes, it's Anna Carey Books. Yes, Anna ANNA Carey CAREY Books BOOOOOOS.
And,
all one word.
Yeah, and I'll put her tags and stuff in the Instagram.
Beautiful.
As well as Quirk
So
Books.
yes.
So take a gander at what they have published as well.
Yes. So, do you have anything else you want to talk about before we end with the Bookstagrammer of the month and next month's picks?
No, but I gotta grab something, so hold on one second.
Okie dokie. So we talked about this is the Jess show. Now this is
I'm
the
back.
Morgan show. Okay, well, she's back.
Were you talking
Hi.
shite? My hair is
Yep.
beautiful.
I was talking shite. See, she's gone now. She can't hear me. Here she is.
Go ahead.
What did you have to go? Oh, okay.
She
So
knew
did you have
immediately.
anything else? I did. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
I do not.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So we are going to be shouting out one of. I'm so sorry. I have
Morgan's
something in
having a
my eye.
malfunction.
We are going to be shouting out one of our dear friends for Bookstagrammer. That's what I just said. Bookstagrammer of the month. We kind of talked briefly about her and her new exciting thing last podcast, but we will be shouting out our friend Cate, whose book just got published. She had there it is.
I don't know why it's Star Wars, but it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know why either, but that's fine. So it is on Amazon. We will be reading that eventually. We are trying to get to it, but clearly it's I think it's about 50 pages. It's a book of short stories. Yes. So Cate is super sweet. I know we literally say this about every single person that we ever shout out.
But we're not kidding when we talk about people on Book Instagram. They're the nicest freaking people in the freaking world. If you want to know a nice person, know a bookworm.
That's very true.
Know a Cate.
So we'll be shouting her out. We really are so excited for her that she has a book published. She went and like did all the she went and watched it get printed, and she already sold out. Like she put up like 50, I think, and she already sold out.
We're so proud of you. We love you,
So
Cate.
I believe it's still available if you go to Amazon. I think it's still available for e-download. I'm not 100% sure though. I will double check with Cate and let you know hopefully tomorrow, so we can put it in the podcast somewhere potentially, or we can just put post it.
Yeah, I
whatever.
could probably put
Anyway.
a link and I'll put the link in the description.
Okay.
Support our Bookstagram loves.
Yes. She is getting some of the not the benefits, the what's the word? Monetary if you spend money on the book, she gets some of it. Rewards. Thank you. Thank you. I could not for the life of me. So she's getting some of the rewards.
She has her Kindle book up. Sorry,
okay. Does it cost money?
Yes, $14.95.
Okay, so you can still get it. It's just not available in the physical copy.
Yeah.
So you can still get it for Kindle version. Danielle will link that in the podcast link. So we are very proud of her. She's so sweet. She's so nice. Give her a follow. She has these cats that she shares with me all the time. They are so stupid. They're so stupid, but so precious. And she just graduated college too. So we're so proud of her in so many ways.
Let's go, Cate.
So yeah, her it's Cate's C8S Book Nook. BOOKNOOK. And Danielle will link in the bio. C8S Book Nook.
Yes.
So
all of the things are down in the
all
description.
of the things. And we will be shouting out Cate. I'm trying to keep it to a set day. I think I'm keeping it to like the second Monday of the month, which we'll see. You'll see a review or a picture of her with all of her fun facts in about 2 weeks. I have to get them and make the picture.
If you're busy, send me Cate's picture.
I know.
It takes
it's
me
fine.
20 seconds. You know.
Don't make me feel worse. It's fine.
Okay. If you're busy, I'm trying to help you out.
I know. You do a lot already, ma'am.
I don't really. So just send me the picture.
She says she doesn't, and she literally edits the entire podcast. Entire podcast.
It's so funny. Hannah from she was like, I do what Morgan does, and her sister edits the podcast, so it's like,
yeah,
it's so funny.
So they split it up. That's good.
Yeah, she does the social, and then her sister does editing. It's just funny.
Yeah,
because
it's
like
split up.
We literally have the same conversation. She's like, I would be awful at social, and Morgan does a great job. So
I try.
You do a really good job, and I appreciate everything you do.
You do a great job on our podcast too. We wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for Danielle.
I mean, and Mike and Josh, honestly.
Oh well, yeah. Okay, but once we figured this out, that's fine. Because of Mike and Josh, it's fine. Mostly Mike. That's fine.
It's fine.
Mostly Mike. But
anyway, we're here.
We're just thriving at 10 p.m. on a Monday. So I'm going to let Danielle close. So what we're going to do for next pick, since we're not drawing out of a hat this time,
we'll get back to it eventually.
We'll get back. Yes, we will. For next podcast, we will.
Yeah, June's
potentially.
July's podcast.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
So Danielle's birthday, as we know, she turned 47 this month.
Yay,
and
I'm old.
We were going to have her pick a book to read for her birthday month. And since we ended up getting these 2 books, we're going to have Danielle pick for this month. So, what book do you want to read?
Da, da, da,
there it is. Yes. No Exit by Taylor Adams.
Morgan also has a copy of this book. So
I have Danielle's copy. She has 2 copies.
I have 2 copies. I've been looking forward to reading this book so long, and I just haven't got to it. And we discussed picking out books that are just automatic reads for our birthday month. And Morgan liked the idea, and so we're sticking with it, and we're going to read a thriller.
So then for next month, we will just take thriller out of the hat.
Yeah.
Like we would have if it was a pick for this month. So we're going to get back to it.
Yeah, we'll get back to the genre poll and then like our viewers voting out of the 4 that we picked.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get back to our normal little thing we were doing because I think
we're keeping on our toes.
Yeah. I think that people like doing the voting and stuff because then they
I
can
think-
kind of read something that they want to read,
Yes.
So
We also, depending on how busy our month is, because we know that this past month, especially for Danielle, was very busy. We're going to try to read No Exit. And then we're going to hopefully, ideally, watch the movie
Mhm.
on Hulu and compare the two next podcast.
yeah.
Don't hold us to it. We're going to try.
Yeah, we have lives, guys. We don't just read books. We do have lives. Like, we play
I
video
mean, I
games.
just can't read books and play video games. Yeah. So we do have lives, but we also don't.
Yeah, so we'll try to fit in the movie. Also, Stranger Things and Obi-Wan Kenobi just came out. So
Yes.
there's a lot of things to watch. So
I'm going to make Josh watch Stranger Things tomorrow.
yeah,
not tonight.
I want to watch it.
So that's what we're going to do for this month. So if you have No
Yeah.
Exit, or if you've already read it, I've seen a lot of people already read it.
Yeah, we're just slow to
So.
the party. So excited.
We were going to buddy read it 2 months ago, and then it just,
this book
things
is,
happened.
This book is so pretty. I've opened it when I first got this, and it's just like, look at this opening page.
Oh.
Yours is like that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a paperback from Danielle.
Yeah, so it's very pretty. I'm excited. I'm going to try to push this to the very end.
So you can remember what happens.
Yeah.
We can buddy read it if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I
can
don't-
buddy read it.
How is that going to affect the pod?
Why would it affect the pod?
I don't know.
Oh, because we'll talk about it,
yeah.
you mean?
Yeah.
We can just say we don't talk about it. We
Okay.
we buddy read books in the past for the pod.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But we just didn't talk about it.
Yeah, so we can just do that and just send emojis.
I like that. That's fun. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to send poop
So
just to keep it secret.
I'm not buddy reading with you then. Forget it.
I'm also going to read this.
Yeah, we could buddy read that as well.
Yeah.
All 50 pages. Yeah.
Okay. How long do you think this will take me to read?
2 days.
Truth bombs.
I mean, maybe. So
But
yeah.
yeah, we're going to read No Exit.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, but thanks for letting me pick a book to read this month.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't fucking suck.
Bitch, you said.
What?
You read Harbor Bridge or whatever that is, and you liked it, so.
Try that again.
Harbor Bridge.
Wrong.
What's it called?
Try again.
It starts with an H, does it not?
It does. It's not fucking Harbor.
Taylor Adams.
Here we fucking go. It's Hairpin Bridge, you moron.
Harbor.
No.
I'm going to put my notes in the podcast page now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Right. Are you kidding me? Right fucking now?
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm actually not.
Good.
You'll see my Goodreads rating now.
Oh yeah, I have to put my Goodreads rating on, and then I have to go review all this stuff. Well,
It's been
What the hell?
fun, Morgan. I had a good day with you.
you did?
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
did. It's been a fun-filled Danielle and Morgan day. Literally.
Sure.
I blew up her
Yeah.
bathroom.
Please tell me you stopped recording.
No, I didn't. I'm
Okay.
recording. So. This has been Booze and Review.
Booze and reviewed.
Episode
11.
11. Yeah.
11, baby.
11. Thank you guys for watching our chaotic lives, book lives. And
Danielle, shut up for a second. Next episode is episode 12.
Okay.
12 months.
Oh
12 episodes.
my God, it's our one
That doesn't
year?
make any sense to me at all. No, because we're going to release it in July.
Yeah, our 1 year's in July. What are
Whoa.
we gonna frickin' do?
I don't know, a giveaway.
This is what Morgan and I discussed today. She goes, "What are we gonna do for our 1 year?" And she's like so excited. I'm like, I don't know, giveaway. We'll think of
God.
something exciting. We're both
If
creative.
anybody has any suggestions, please send them to us because we are open. We've discussed doing a live podcast, how that would work. We
Yeah.
haven't figured out.
You can do
we-
live, yeah. Like we could do this, what we're doing now,
Yeah.
and just broadcast it, stream it onto Twitch or YouTube.
We could.
Yeah.
We've talked about having guests on. We've talked about having our
We
significant
could-
others on.
We could see if we could get an author on here, and we could interview an
We
author.
could try that.
That's very short
could try
notice.
that.
We could try, but
Any suggestions we're absolutely open to. If there's anything that you guys want to see as well, I know that it's the same thing every single time, and that is what everybody loves, and that's fine. But if you want us to review, I don't know how we would do things differently, but if you want us to just talk about like Hannah and her sister do, they have episodes where they just talk about like how to get out of a reading slump, or if
Yeah,
they talk about
general
their
book and
favorite
stuff.
book. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want little other episodes, we can always potentially do like, depending. We do talk a lot. It's been 2 hours.
I know.
but
We're like, it's gonna be a short episode 2 hours later.
yeah. So if we do like little episodes, like if we just record all at once and then we post like 3 little episodes throughout the month, or
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, we could even do a thing where we split it up, and we could do one podcast that's our favorite reads at the end of the month, and then like in the middle of the month we could do our book.
We can do,
knows?
we're open to literally anything.
Yeah.
Please let us know what you want to hear. If you have any book suggestions, again, we are open to that.
Yeah.
We pull out of a hat just to make sure that we are not doing the same thing
Just
over and over again.
thrillers all year.
Right. So
But yeah,
with that being
yeah, just
said,
let us know. Like, if you want us to interview an author and try to get an author, and we talk to an author about their book, we'll try it. We've done.
we can certainly try.
Yeah, we can certainly try. We're not getting Colleen Hoover or like fucking Taylor Jenkins Reid, let me tell you. So
Hey, we could always try. I mean, the worst they're going to say is no.
yeah. So we could try. There might
can
be no
try.
buckets, but we'll try.
Hey, we got to start somewhere.
Yeah. So just let us know, like Morgan said. We can try new
Yes.
things.
We are very open to trying new things, and
Yeah.
clearly in person didn't work out, so that's fine.
I know. We'll figure it out one day.
We will figure it out. Right now, we're just both very
Summer is busy.
busy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So, anything else?
nope. Thanks for being my friend.
Why you got to do this in front of people? God. Now you make me look like an asshole because I don't want to say it back. I'm just kidding. Danielle's my best friend.
Best friend. Ooh.
Okay, now you're making it weird.
Okay.
Okay. Booze and Reviewed, episode 11. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Buy Cate's
Thanks for-
book. Buy Anna Carey's book. Buy No Exit.
Yeah.
All of the
What she said.
things. Buy
Yeah.
books.
Bye.
Bye.